Wow, she really just does what she wants. But anyways, um, so I wanted to get back on here and kind of make a part two to my sobriety video, the one about me going to rehab. Um, and with my bare face and all, no sunglasses. Because, I mean, to be honest, I think the world needs to start doing that more anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong, nobody loves makeup. I love makeup. I love makeup. I was wearing makeup when it was uncommon to wear makeup. And I love the art of makeup. And I would love to pile on filters. I love feeling glamorous, beautiful, all that when it's appropriate. I don't always feel the need to feel that way because I feel beautiful and comfortable in my own skin as well. So, and especially for topics like this. But, anyways, so I was gonna get on here and talk about sort of just briefly. This is kind of new to me, like to do all this. Anyways, briefly, kind of give a rundown on the background of me going to rehab. So I went to rehab, loud truck going by. Anyways, I went to rehab with like no support. I don't know how many people out there listening right now are thinking about it. Go, even especially if you have support, go. But I had no support. I had no family backing me up. I had no nothing. I had nobody. I had ran, first of all, I kind of ran everybody out of my life. I drank alone, so I especially did not like drinking outside of my house. And I didn't drink with people. I didn't, typically drink with people. So but outside of that, my family, my mom was dead by that time. My dad was really sick. My sister I didn't even talk to. I didn't have any support. I went alone, like actually alone. Um, so yeah, it was scary. It felt really embarrassing and lonely, especially on family day when everybody had their family showing up and everybody had somebody to care about them but me. And I'm sitting there just kind of like, yeah, I don't have anybody, no friends, family, nothing. I mean, these people had done way worse, which don't get me wrong, because I did a lot of bad stuff. And no, nobody being an active addict or alcoholic is ever good. There is nobody that deserves support or less support, more or less, either way it goes, than anybody else. But my thing is, like, I had seen myself as like, dang, like, am I that bad? Like, is nobody, like, I'm not good enough for anybody to support or be at least be like, hey, I am so glad to hear you're in rehab and getting better. What can I do to help? Like, I didn't have that like everybody else did. It was so sad and lonely again on family days. Again, kind of embarrassing too, because you feel like, well, damn, I guess nobody cares about me. So, but you know what? It was good for me because it forced me to rely on myself. So I developed this attitude. I never get self-pity. That's an emotion that doesn't register with me. I don't pity myself. I am strong and in control. The only time I'm not in control, it's because I put myself there. I put myself in an active alcoholic situation. So I didn't pity myself. It made me like, okay, look, this I really am all I have. So let's clock out a game plan. Let's get together in our head, me, myself, and I, all gathered in my head. And I was like, let's clock out a game plan. What do I want from that? And that's like what I was saying in the last video. I talked to my case manager about that as well. What do I want from this? What can I do next? What steps do I need to take to make sure this never happens again? And I did that with myself. Now, again, these are some stories for another day, but I just wanted to get on here and kind of let anybody know if you're thinking about going to rehab and you don't have anybody, go. Go, go, go. Do not let that get you down. Don't feel self pity. You are strong. You can do this alone. You know how strong and good of a feeling. And that's what people, when I was in rehab, they were like, your story's phenomenal. You need to be telling people this because it could probably save lives. I'm not saying that. I still talk to people that have told me that and still say that to this day. My hair got my but anyways, like my thing is like, don't you know how strong it made me to get out of rehab? And I was like, damn, I did that without any support. It really was just me, myself, and I, the council of three, getting through all this. And I got out. I found my husband. I lived in a sober living home in Louisville. I found my husband. I ended up getting a job. I went to school, and that was with help from my husband too. My husband was really good, and he actually, when I met him, I told him, I said, I don't drink. I'm fresh out of rehab, and I don't drink alcohol. I said, you can. I said, but just know that I don't, I'm not going to tolerate foolishness. And he stopped drinking the next night. He has not drank the entire nearly 4 years we've been together. So he stopped drinking himself. He wasn't like me, but he didn't even drink in the afternoon.